Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, the good news is I've been up since 3 a.m. Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone. Today's show is powered by Meltdown, Peach Mango. We don't have any of the Grape Blade, which is disappointing. You have to say it like that. I can feel my ketones burning. I don't know if that's a thing. My daughter, I think, is teething, and she hates sleep, and she woke up at 3, and then I stayed awake because I also don't like sleep, apparently. So if I fall asleep during today's show, I just want, we need to get a nudging stick. So you can say, huh, what? Yes, as I was saying. So just keep in mind that we're doing this show live in the morning. A lot of you watch it at night on cable, and you're like, Tony, it's 7:30. It's 10:30. The news just got over. I flip you on. It's not, but we're doing it live in the morning in case you weren't aware of that. So welcome in. Good to be with you. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. I did save 10% on this drink. So sugar-free, no-carb, health market, Wellness Wednesday, 10% off everything in the health market. Shameless plug. My coworker, Sherry Saiwasing, I don't think she was going to press the Wellness Wednesday button. I don't think it's a button. I think the register just knows to do it automatically. She's talking to me, and I'm like, can you press the thing? Because I didn't get my 10%. So that translates to almost 50 cents off on this. So check that out. It's fantastic. It's also the last day of July, as you can see on the screen right over here. August will start tomorrow. Kind of right there. I'd be a terrible meteorologist. It's right here. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. I don't know how they do it. They have a green screen, and they're just like, look at this. It's raining in Fruitland, but not here. So Wellness Wednesday, last day of July. August is coming in hot tomorrow. We've got a fun one-day sale that you can see on our local ad, which is on the back page of the Discover Muscatine newspaper. So this is tomorrow, August 1st, one day only. Great opportunity if you need to restock a beer fridge, Coors Light, Miller Lite. If you don't want to pay for a bag of ice, we can take care of you when you purchase an 18-pack of Bud, Zer, or Bud Light. PBR, $6.99. Kind of a random Pepsi item, but that's a great price. It's $1 off tomorrow. Right now, if you came into the store on Wednesday, that same 24-pack of Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, would be $6.99 tomorrow, one day only, $5.99. Freeze vodka, kind of a new item that people are enjoying. Altos, tequila, silver, or Resposada. And Meridian wine, which is an unbelievable price for a bottle of wine, $3.99, and then the High Noon vodka cocktails are ready to go. Our friend Jen on Facebook saying that my son was up from 1 to 2 past the coffee. Yeah, same girl. You know what? A coworker of mine told me this morning, she's like, well, at least this is the last baby that you'll have, referring to me, and the last kid that hopefully won't, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm just ready for my kid to sleep all night because I feel like a vampire, but that's okay. So hi to Jen, hi to Lieutenant Greg Bach with the Salvation Army, who will be here on tomorrow's show, and our friend Ricky Hetzler. So Ricky Hetzler watching on Facebook, and we'll see Ricky soon with the 2019 Illinois City Firemen's Festival. That comes up on Saturday, August 10th. But let's get to our guests that are patiently waiting with the Discover Muscatine newspaper and discovermuscatine.com. I know I was just mentioning that that's where our local ad is, and sometimes when you say Discover Muscatine 4 times and click your heels, Ashley Raymer Lovelace and Chris Anderson appear. They just levitated down from the ceiling. They just rappelled down. It's good to see both of you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I mean, well, listen, it makes sense to have you all here. You have so much going on. I want to start with you, Ashley, because nobody did a better job, in my opinion, covering the L&M softball state tournament than you did. And you were in the stands.
Absolutely.
Heck in the mix. And I just want you to talk about that experience. Yep. I mean, obviously, the Falcons took second place. Yeah. It's a big deal.
It's huge.
From your seat, though, how was that state championship game?
Oh, my gosh. It was so exciting. Yeah. My favorite thing about high school sports, I love high school sports more than NFL or college or anything. There's just so much passion there. And so being in the stands during an event like that is beyond anything I can even describe to you. Because there was so much excitement. We were all wearing our rally caps, which was super fun.
I saw that, yeah.
The girls, wear rally caps every game, and we decided, well, let's surprise them and do something a little special and wear rally caps for them at the big game. And it was a lot of excitement. The girls literally left their hearts on the field, and it's so cool to see that type of
What a team. Just a great group, and to be, to have won the state championship last year after this fly is still here, by the way. They won the state championship last year. The first time they made it to state. To return is no small task, and then to, again, make it to the championship game.
Well,
and I hope that they're
too,
excited.
If people don't know, they also had to compete against 3A schools this year. So that was a totally different ball game.
I'm glad that you said that.
Them.
That's important. And then they had like a welcome home thing on, what was it?
It was Saturday.
Saturday, okay.
So Saturday, we did a little thing at Drake Park and had a parade, and Tantera
Super cool.
obviously always show up for the teams and let them, ride on the trailer, and we all kind of cheered them on, welcomed them home, and had some hot dogs and hamburgers and all that fun stuff at the park.
And the girls are feeling good, right? Like, nobody should be discouraged. Again, it's a heck of a season. And
I think you always want to win.
Yeah, of course.
But I
definitely.
think truly everybody really pounded it into their heads that this is an accomplishment.
Oh my gosh, it's
win
huge.
Win or lose, before the game, everybody was saying that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter from here on out. This is huge for you guys.
Yeah, just to be there again to represent their school.
Absolutely.
And it's such an incredible thing. When they won state last year, it really kind of brought a lot of L&M alumni back into the fold that I know that had kind of been out of the mix. So
it was amazing to see the alumni show up, and I think it really did truly bring a lot of just team pride, school pride back. Like, we can do big things.
Absolutely.
It's a small school in the middle of a cornfield, but they're doing big stuff.
Well, it's great to see. And
so
if you go,
awesome.
I should say, if you go to the Discover Muscatine Facebook page, there was a video from that welcome home event and a lot of good pictures and videos from that state championship
I tried to keep. It was super exciting, so it's hard to be like, oh, I should probably post that we're up, too, or whatever.
Right.
But it was exciting. I try to
great.
keep people at home updated along the way. So.
Well, just like the last couple, and we're only, I know that fly. I'm sorry. Please take it with you to your office, if you would. You need a mascot. So I don't even know, how many issues are we talking about, Chris? What is this? Is this week 4 or 5 for the Discover Muscatine? So I got excited. We get the paper here at the store a little early, which is nice, and it's just jam-packed full of great stuff and some familiar faces in here as well. So when you look in your mailbox and you see the Discover Muscatine, just on the back page, of course the Hy-Vee ad's down there, but we see Lindsay Phillips.
Look at that girl!
So I don't know if you want to start with Lindsay. We love Lindsay, and this is a great feature. So Pearl of Muscatine is going to spotlight some local folks and recognize them for the good stuff that they're doing. There's the Facebook page right there.
Yep.
So let's talk about featuring Lindsay with Big Brothers Big Sisters. That was a cool decision.
Come on, that's like a no-brainer. You see her at every community event, right? She's always doing good things. And that's truly what we want in the Pearl of Muscatine. And you can actually recommend people. So if you know somebody that's doing awesome things all the time in our community, we want to feature those people, because that's what it's all about. Like, being local and doing awesome things for our community. And Lindsay is seriously that's
great.
What she is. She's amazing.
Yeah,
so.
she's like a ray of sunshine. And just on this back page, again, you talk about that local touch, right? So, of course, shamelessly, the Hy-Vee ad looks wonderful. But up here, Lindsay Phillips, and then
she also looks wonderful.
She does. Lindsay looks great. Shout out to you, Linz. And then some coverage, continued coverage from the front page with Almost Friday Fest. Some familiar faces in there. That was a huge success last Thursday. I know that people are already excited and saved the date for Thursday, August 22nd. You guys had a big presence there. You did some streaming and some interviews. There's some really cool drone stuff. So that's really exciting and good to see. But then I didn't even know this until I started flipping through, and I was like, is that my friend Thad Burkhamper?
That's your friend.
So Thad Burkhamper, TB Mentalism. I don't even know where it is in here, but I know it's in here. Oh, there he is right there. So our pal, who's been on this show numerous times, there it is right there online. He's going to have like a couple week series. Is that what the plan is?
Yep.
So he's going to go through his Focus series.
Right.
And he actually has some other stuff that he's going to write about
Okay.
after that.
Yep.
So.
What a picture of Thad, by the way.
I love that picture.
Can we
When he
just-
sent that in, I'm like, that is perfect.
Of course, that's the picture that he wanted you to use. Right? Uh-huh. That's Thad. So, yeah, the first one is, and it's right here again, focus, and F is for failure. So Thad does a great job, whether he's doing the mentalism shows, he can also kind of do some motivational stuff. And that's exactly what this is. It's really great.
And again, that's what we've always talked about.
Sure.
You know, as you and I have talked about this, we want to make sure that people realize there is great stuff going on in Muscatine.
Absolutely.
You know, it may not always get the coverage that it
Sure.
should, but that's what we're here for. You know?
Yep.
And so again, if anybody knows of anything that's going on that's positive that maybe isn't getting coverage, reach out to us. That's what we're here for.
100%. And I mean, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people watching on Facebook. I feel nervous now. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, somebody like Thad, maybe he never thought he would take what he's done on stage in front of organizations and businesses or groups and put it into print, but it makes total sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And again, on this same page, you've got Thad and his feature, and then a great, you know, coverage on the Kent Precision Food Group's Business After Hours.
Yep.
It was a massive success at the Merrill. And then I just like, you know, obviously this mug right here, Talk of the Town, my weekly column talking about taking the high road.
Who's
and then
that guy?
Some great ag stuff down here as well. So this thing is just jam-packed. I mean, I don't even know, like, I feel like you've added pages. I'm not even sure if that's accurate.
Yeah.
But it's just packed to
Not
the
yet,
gills.
but
Not yet.
we're
probably gonna have to.
shooting for
I was gonna
it.
say, I don't know how, like, it's just awesome. I want to talk about a couple more features, and then I just flipped past the birthdays, and I want to come back to that.
Yep.
But we talk about touching different groups of people. Jerry Purviance, again, friend of mine for a long time, owns Jerry's Bait and Tackle. He's got a column talking about discovering the outdoors. Of course, the guy's been fishing for a while.
A couple years or something, I think.
Yeah, well, we don't want to date him, but 100 years he's been fishing.
Yep.
And this week, Jerry's writing about something that is like the hottest commodity in the area, and it's the sunny stink bait.
Yeah.
So if you follow Jerry on social media, this is, again, great to have. And
Yep.
I imagine the response for what Jerry's been doing has been strong, right?
Absolutely. And I think that's what this is all about,
Sure.
is capturing different people, what they're interested in. Not everybody is interested in one thing. So we're really trying to have different people write for us
Sure.
with different backgrounds so that we can really capture everyone in some way in the paper.
And there's so many people that love to fish and be outside and
yeah.
having,
We
again,
have
a
the
local...
great Mississippi out there.
I was gonna say,
come on.
It's super close, and people have their hot spots where
Yep.
they go. And Jerry's the kind of guy that, like, he'll share where he goes to fish. There's some people that are like, mum's
Nope.
the word, they're not
Nope.
going to do it. But what I like
Not
about
telling
Jerry
you.
is that he's very transparent with that kind of stuff. Of course, he's got Jerry's Bait and Tackle. Again, a nice resource if you do enjoy the outdoors in the old Lincoln Center Mall, right alongside Mitchell Arms and Ammo. So those guys have definitely got, like, outdoors covered.
They've got it covered.
I want to ask, because it's on the same page, again, we're talking Discover Muscatine, Ashley Raymer Loveless, Chris Anderson. Who is Miss Pearl? And are you prepared to out him or her?
we will never tell.
Oh, okay.
That's part of it, right? I
So
mean,
Miss Pearl is available if you
Yeah.
ever should have any questions or
Yeah.
need any advice.
yes.
Okay.
So
and
the
I don't
other
even
thing-
know, and I don't want to know.
No,
so-
I wouldn't tell you even if you wanted to know.
I don't even
so.
know. Like, I don't.
Chris
even
doesn't even know.
Chris does not know.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
even know.
You don't even know?
I don't.
Yep.
Okay.
Ashley said she would handle it.
Yep,
Oh.
I
And I said,
pass
okay.
on
Wow.
the letters
Yeah.
and questions, and she passes on the answers, and
Oh,
I
man.
do my part to just make sure it gets in the paper. But you guys, seriously,
It's super fun.
more people need to be writing in. These are so fun. I
Yeah.
hope you guys have been reading it. Her quirky little answers are
No,
fun.
I love it. I don't want to
and-
spoil it, but it's a really good thing to look for
Yep.
in the Discover Muscatine Dear Miss Pearl, and I
Yep.
like the fact that for people out there they can contribute.
Absolutely.
And it'll be interested to see what Miss Pearl has to
Yeah.
say.
So
right?
there's another little secret for you
Oh.
is if you want to email, but you truly don't want somebody to know that you're the one asking the question.
Yes.
There's this fun little thing that you can do. It's called like 10minutemail.com or
Okay.
.net, sorry.
Cool.
So you can go on there, create this email for like 10 minutes, email us your questions, and then the email literally goes away.
Oh.
So you don't have to put any personal information or anything like that. You just create your little email address, send us an email, and then it goes away in like 10 minutes. So
that can be,
it's another secretive way to ask questions that you really want answers to, for real.
So many questions.
I was just going to say, I have a feeling we're going to get something that sounds a lot like Tony now.
What are the winning lottery numbers going to be, Miss Pearl? Our friend Ricky Hetzler left a comment, says, "Hi, Ashley and Tony and Chris, watching all the way from California." What? So that's a little bit further away than Illinois City. Wow, good for you in California. Thanks for checking it out. So yeah, contribute if there's something that you need Miss Pearl to answer. All right, so I want to flip back a little. Again, we're flipping through this week's Discover Muscatine newspaper. Now, this is awesome because I've seen some familiar faces getting some shout-outs with a birthday announcement. And again, whether you think putting a birthday announcement in a newspaper is old-fashioned or whatever, I think it's genius.
Literally, like, I just want our newspaper to be like that old school, like cool hometown feel.
Right.
And one of my favorite things was always, like, growing up, my mom and dad and I we would look at those things, right?
Awesome.
We would look at like the announcements, and they'd put us in when I got married, you know, we had our engagement and then the wedding announcement, and those are fun things to read and see what's going on.
Is last week I have a 16-year-old nephew, Hayden Garrett. If you're out there, I know you're not watching. He turned 16. We put him in the paper. Of course, you know, he's probably a little embarrassed by it, admittedly.
Yeah.
But I did get a text from him saying, "Thank you, Uncle Chris."
That's awesome.
And so it was nice. He enjoyed it, I hope. And he's 16. You know what I mean? So it does really work for everybody.
I think it's fantastic. So this week, and I didn't even know this, but that's where like Facebook will come in handy with reminding you when it's people's birthdays. But maybe the Discover Muscatine can do that as well. So Sam Vitale has a birthday tomorrow.
Yep.
And this says, "We hope that your birthday is filled with yummy steaks and as much Italian cuisine as you can handle," which is very nice because Sam Vitale has been cooking Italian food his whole life. You know what he wants for his birthday is to cook for himself, I'm sure.
Well, I was hoping his boys would maybe cook him a meal.
I mean, he's got 6 of them.
Those boys can cook, too.
I know. They're fantastic.
It's amazing.
And then Amber Schulte in there. So this is awesome. So you can get a birthday shout-out in print. And it's one of those things, you know, back in the day, even if it was like honor roll, which happened few and far between in my house, sorry, Mom, but you would love to be able to clip something out and put it on the refrigerator.
Heck yeah.
And that's definitely what, like, a fun birthday announcement or wedding or whatever it is.
It's something that they'll remember, you know. It's a cool...
Yeah, it's tangible.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, as much as we live in a digital age, and one of the things that I have on my list to talk about is just reflecting... Complementing is probably a better word, how the discovermuscatine.com website can complement everything that you see in print, because we understand that there are going to be folks that will get the paper, will read through it, and then maybe they would be more inclined to kind of dig into some of these articles and features on the website. So that's an important part of it, guys, is making sure that your web footprint can complement what you're doing in print each week.
And so the last couple issues, too, check out the website because we've added kind of a new little flip feature, so it's really nice to read it too. If you want to see the whole edition as opposed to the individual stories, you can see the whole paper now too, and kind of flip through it.
Super cool.
Like you're sitting at the kitchen table, and
I love it.
It's cool.
I'll say this, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for people watching to contribute. We've already shown you numerous examples of that. I mean, from my column to what Thad Burkamper's doing and Jerry Proviance.
Chad Brislon is writing.
I was going to say, the motorcycle stuff. Super cool.
Again, like a whole nother audience of people that may not find anything else in the paper. If they don't find anything else, at least they will see Chad's and be like, hey, that's something I'm totally interested in, and read the article. And then maybe they'll find, oh, well, I'm interested in what's going on in Muscatine too. So
well, however you can consume information, and you're right. I mean, there's these pockets of people that have shared interests, and I've never owned a motorcycle, but I've hosted bike nights for 5 years, and when 100 people show up on 100 motorcycles, that's not a small group of people, right? No. There's a lot of people that enjoy the outdoors, fishing, hunting, motorcycles, you know, want to learn how to improve themselves with a Thad Burkamper feature. So in addition to the news and everything that's going on, real people sharing their story, I mean, that's what's in the Discover Muscatine, and that's what's exciting for me because it's grown so much in such a short period of time. We're not talking about something that's been going on for 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
But in just that
Big
short
stuff
time.
In a short amount of time.
Unbelievable.
And the amount of support that we've gotten.
Sure.
has been amazing. Thank you guys. Like that's amazing. I mean, to have a community just be like, wow, this is some cool stuff. We are going to support this, and it's fun to go to the events and cover the stuff that's going on. So,
well, it's nice again, when you can
cool gig.
You can come out of the gate, have that reception be positive from people, and then be able to reach people, socially. Facebook page just jumped over 2,000 likes, which is awesome, right?
Chris knew. He's like, I bet you can't get 2,000 by the end of the weekend. And I'm like,
you know what I wouldn't do is
challenge accepted.
Yeah, I wouldn't challenge Ashley to do at anything, because
I may have challenged her on purpose.
He totally did, and I know that, but I still can't lose.
Okay, so you're both stubborn. That's why you work well together. I just feel like I would never challenge Ashley on anything, because you have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends. It's
Goodness
amazing. Gracious.
And a huge family.
Yeah, see, that's like where
I just invited like my brothers and sisters to like the page, and we were over 2,000.
That's amazing. That's a big family. See, I have that, but they're all like in Chicago. Like I have my mom in Muscatine.
But they can still discover Muscatine.
They absolutely can, and I have invited literally every person that I know multiple times to like the page, which is great. Again, it's you have to have that to be able to get in front of people. A good example of some local stuff just last night. And I know this for a fact because I was picking up something for my kids to eat. We had been at the dog park, and there was a power surge, power outage a little bit, and boom, right there. I was on my phone kind of trying to figure out what was going on. I saw this post, and how about Muscatine Power and Water? I don't think I've lived in Muscatine coming on 7 years. I think the longest we were without power was 20 minutes at my old house because a car literally hit a power pole and knocked it over. They had a new one, like, in its spot in less than a half hour. I don't understand how they do it.
It's crazy. It's like magic.
It is crazy. Yeah.
They have magic powers at MPW.
They just get on it.
Yeah.
They do the emergency stuff great, but then also somebody may have accidentally sliced the internet cable into my house with a tiller on Sunday night.
Who would have done that?
It was not me. I can guarantee you it was not me.
Yeah, Chris and using a tiller don't really roll off the tongue.
No, but anyway, so I called MPW. I talked to Steve Evans out there first thing Monday morning. And, so obviously this isn't like high priority, like emergency stuff.
Right.
But they were out there by that afternoon, 5-minute fix, and we were back up and running.
It's unreal.
It's not.
Isn't it? For our own mistake, and they were out there. I mean, did Steve laugh at me a little bit? Yeah, he's known me since probably kindergarten.
Sure. We're not laughing at you. We're understanding that you and I are like Tim the Tool Man Taylor. We're accident-prone people. I have to look to Facebook really quick. A lot of people commenting. Officer Whitney Pena with the Muscatine Police Department says, if you need an Ask a Cop column, I got your back.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Ask the cops.
I'm in.
How can I avoid getting arrested? Don't break the laws. That's the first week.
If you could not break the law, that would be great.
It's a short column.
Yeah.
We don't want you to end up on the Mobile Patrol app. Like, don't end up on there. That's something that you can avoid. No. Let's see. Okay, here's a good question, right? So Jen Chapin, again, our friend, how can we submit a birthday for the paper? So, great question. What is the best? Do you have a preferred method of communication? You have the Facebook page, Discover Muscatine. You've got the website, discovermuscatine.com.
Yep.
Y'all have your email addresses. Is there like a birthdays at discovermuscatine.com?
There's not.
Email?
You can just submit it to the news at discovermuscatine.com.
Perfect.
That works.
Okay.
Or right on the website, you can fill out the contact form and just put some information in there, and we can reach out and get the information we need and a photo and all of that fun stuff. Facebook, obviously, you could shoot us a message on there. We keep a close eye on all of those things, so any of those methods work for us.
Chris said I was going to get a full page birthday September 5th for my birthday.
Yep.
It was really nice. I know nothing really
We were
exciting.
thinking about like every page, maybe.
Well, I don't want you to scare people, but
maybe it's Discover Tony. Like
you know what people need
spread.
is people need more of me in their lives. But I will say this, and this isn't me being egotistical or self-centered, but I like to write. I've written a lot in my life, and I have received nothing but extremely positive feedback from people that I know and total strangers. And that's the benefit of working in a place like Hy-Vee. There's strangers in here all the time, and I hope to meet all of them.
Strangers everywhere.
A lady stopped me the other day, and she just like did the thing where somebody's going to put their hand on your arm, and you're like, all right. And she was like, I just want you to know, and this is true. She said, I want you to know that what you wrote last week in the Discover Muscatine newspaper, you mentioned Tom Hendricks. That man is wonderful. And I was like, I know, right? And she shared this unbelievable personal story that I won't get into detail with. But yeah, I mean, it was. We just got done with the show. It happened right here. It was very moving.
Yep.
So there's a lot of real connections going on, and I'm not the world's best writer, but I appreciate the outlet for sure, and the people that have said things to me. I'm glad that people are still reading in 2019. I think our attention spans are all like, we're all very busy. All right, so what's coming up? Either in the paper, I mean, obviously you'll be at the next Almost Friday Fest, August 22nd.
Oh, for sure.
School starts pretty soon. Anything coming up that we want to talk about while we're here?
Well, I mean, I think we have to do a shout out for Muskie Sports coverage that's coming up. And
Muskie Sports. So Muskie football returns. Their first game is Friday, August 30th. I feel like.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
My voice gets a little higher when I feel like I don't know something for sure. But yes, Muskie football, August 30th. So coverage in print. What else are we working on?
Absolutely. We're going to be covering the games. We'll be there shooting, making sure that you guys stay up to date. If you can't make it to the game, that you know what's going on at the game. Coverage after each of the games, in the next week's paper and highlights.
Yeah, it'll actually be a full live stream.
Yep.
Okay.
So you'll be able to watch the game live.
Cool.
On Facebook, YouTube. We've actually partnered with Muscatine Power and Water.
Excellent.
To be able to have it on their system.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's really exciting. Brian Musell and Joel Krausar will be announcing for us.
Yep.
And so, we've got this great announcing team.
Sure.
We've got, you're going to love this.
Okay.
We're going to have the Poop Pals fan cam.
The ideas are just like exploding in my head
Yeah,
for
so
what
we're gonna
fun
be able to
fan
have,
stuff we can do.
Camera on the fans all the time that we can cut to.
The Poop Pals
Poop Pals.
fan cam.
If you
Shout
need
out
help
to
with your
Poop
yard-
Pals, seriously.
I've used Poop Pals before because at the old house I did.
They don't just do poop either.
Go on. Go seriously.
Right?
No.
I mean, they do like lawn stuff too.
They
I
do.
mean,
You're
they
right.
cut
I
grass.
was like,
they
what
don't
am I-
just do poop.
There's not a lot of businesses you can say that about, but that's literally. And I used them because it was like it was a couple years ago after winter, and guess what I didn't do during the winter? Pick up the dog poop. Sorry. And they showed up and they did it all, and it was
eating
amazing.
breakfast.
Sorry about that. But it's a great, fun local business.
Yes.
It's the fan cam.
And they're doing the fan cam.
I really can't wait for Brian Musell to say, and here we go
at
to the Poop Pals fan cam.
Pinnacle of his career.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
No,
It's going to be
great.
awesome.
And, the community's been a tremendous support through this. It's been in the works for a while, and the school district is excited. So it's going to be great.
And we hope that Muskie football has a good season, obviously, too, right? They've gone to a lot of camps, and I've emailed Jake Mueller, head coach with the Muskies, and hope to have him on the show soon to talk about the season. A lot of people follow Muskie sports. Obviously, there's been a rash of recent grads that have gone on to play football at the next level, which is super exciting.
That's so
They have
cool.
some talent on the team this year, like Tim Nimley. I mean, he'll definitely probably have opportunities to play at the next level. So, and it's nice, again, because if for whatever reason you can't make it to that game on Friday night, you have an option, whether it's live or replay at your fingertips or on your TV. That's really nice.
And,
it's a nice thing to have.
What I really love about Muskie Sports, talking about Jake, we got to watch him at the Purple and Gold meeting about a week and a half ago. And he was talking about the effort these kids put in, and you see it, like you do. But then literally the next morning, I was driving home from the Y at 6:30, and the guys are out flipping a tractor tire down Hauser Street. And then I see Coach, and I'm like, they're walking the walk. They're not just talking about it. They're out there doing it. And so I love the fact that we're in a position to be able to cover them in a way they deserve and can be proud of. So
it's awesome. I'm really excited to see how this looks, and obviously Brian Musell has done it for a number of years, and Joel together, they do a great job. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So in addition to everything that's keeping you both very busy here, right? So it's like continuing to grow. And that's awesome. And I guess also, also, right, like we talk about getting birthdays in the paper, and I like that Faye, who's watching it at the office, jumped in and was like, hey, Jen, you can email me, put her email address on there. That's super cool. So thanks for doing that, Faye. Like if you're in business for yourself and you're looking for a spot to advertise,
this is the place. We're looking for sponsors for different Muskie Sports things too.
Yes, you could have your own cam or something.
Ashley at...
features are abound, right? I like that was it your idea for the fan cam? Are you taking credit for that?
I mean, I don't take total credit for anything, but...
Yeah, that's very... That's a very political answer. I would own it if it were me. I'd be like, yeah, that was my
Honestly,
idea.
we have just an amazing team, and we brainstorm and come up with things all the time together. And so,
yeah, you do have a good crew of people.
I wouldn't take full credit for literally anything that we've done so far.
Yeah, so you two are here, but you got a crew downtown working in the office.
Oh my
again,
gosh, yeah.
That's what's nice. So let's give a shout out to the crew. So who's down there? Jordan, Alex,
Faye.
Yeah, Jordan Sheese, Alex Hughes on the production side. Claudia Brizlon's the first one you see when you walk into the office.
Yep.
Awesome.
Sarah.
Faye Sanchez on the sales side. Sarah Connors, and of course, Margaret. Who writes a lot of our content.
Margaret is awesome.
Yeah, she's a machine.
Margaret is, I don't know how she writes as much stuff.
Well, we were talking, we were talking about this yesterday.
I don't understand, because the woman just cranks out this content, and it's all really well written. And it was just a couple of years ago that Margaret was teaching our youngsters at St. Mary Matthias, and I was in her class for like 4 weeks doing this cool thing with the school. She's an unbelievable writer. I had no idea. Yeah. I mean, she just crushes all of these stories and articles.
And it's great to watch her work. Monday, she and I were alone in the office together, which like never happens. It was dead silent.
Yeah.
And all you hear is clickety, clickety, click. And then what I always love is how Ashley describes it. All of a sudden, when you hear Margaret get an idea or really hit on a roll, you hear click, 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 and it's just like a billion miles a minute.
Yeah.
And I was clicking away.
Awesome.
And it was great. I looked over to her. I'm like, man, it's really nice when it's quiet in here, isn't it? She's like, yeah. And then we didn't say anything for like another half hour.
Fantastic.
It was just silent workspace, and it was great.
She does a really good job, and definitely have her on the show as well, for sure. So, again, we've covered a lot today, from starting with L&M softball and their journey to state
to
Falcons! Everything that's happening throughout Muscatine County. A great resource to be had, for sure. And again, shamelessly, I wouldn't be a true Hy-Vee person if I didn't direct you to the back page, for that Hy-Vee ad, which is looking good, and different approach for the Hy-Vee ad next week. So keep an eye out for that. It might be inside if you'll have it. And yeah, I just appreciate all that y'all do. It's a lot of work. And I totally get, I don't write as much, certainly, as Margaret does. But when it hits you, and for the column, sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh boy. And then it's like you said, brrr, and then you hit that wall for me, and I'm like, I got to come back to this. I wrote the one 2 weeks ago while the baby was asleep on my shoulder on my phone.
Yeah.
Because that's when the moment struck, and that's what I like about the technology.
Yep.
And I don't know if we've had a Hy-Vee Today show with more people watching live on Facebook at once. I mean,
that's awesome. I posted, I'm like, everybody watch.
Yeah, well, you've got those giant family and friend network that apparently was bringing the heat.
I got one guy, Wyatt's watching on YouTube. He's
there you go.
And hit the bell. So every time you're on now.
Hey, Wyatt.
What up, Wyatt? He's got the YouTube, of course, kids in their YouTube. Holy smokes!
It's the only way you'll see him.
All right, I can't wait to see. I like seeing. For me, I would never want to know what's coming until it's here, because this is awesome. I get it each week at the store, and I'm just digging through it.
We love your support.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just nice again to be able to look the people in the eyeballs that are putting something out.
We're right
downtown
like if you ever want to visit us.
Also true, in the heart of downtown Muscatine.
Muscatine.
Literally. I mean, this is it, right?
And you walk in and you see the whole team. We're all sitting there.
That's super cool.
Waiting to greet you. So it's exciting when clients come in and we're all right there to kind of have a discussion and brainstorm on the spot about what they could do to build their business.
No, it's just really nice. Again, it's all about serving the county, and I mean, just look at the different headlines that you're seeing on the website, right? I mean, from West Liberty to Muscatine, and Salvation Army Lieutenant Greg Bach is going to be here for the first time tomorrow, so it's good.
I was doing a little bit of work on the website last night.
Sure.
We have just shy of 1,600 pages on the website already.
Oh my
gosh! Directory and everything else. Yeah, literally just shy of
1,600 pages.
Yeah. So
it just started.
Yeah.
I think your cough was contagious. Yeah, I can't believe that.
And we still got a long way to go.
1,600 pages, though.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I can't even imagine when school
starts.
There's
so much to do in Muscatine, people.
You're going to have so many things happening with all the different schools and all the activities and events. It's going to be a busy. I mean, there's no downtime in this type of business. I mean, that's when you can't afford to miss anything, and you guys have not, and it's awesome. And there's so many people worthy of being featured in, whether it's a spot like this Pearl of Muscatine or whatever. I mean, if you're doing something cool, put it in.
Please, and I was just going to say that. And it's not just Muscatine, like the city of. It's if you have something cool going on in Wilton, please let us know.
Absolutely.
Or, West Liberty or any of those places, because we want to feature Muscatine County, Louisa Muscatine County. So
it's super great, and it's touching a lot of people, and I can't say enough good things about it. So hopefully y'all are watching this and enjoying what you're seeing in the Discover Muscatine, and just know that they're
get on Facebook and like us.
Tangible people. Chris said 3,000.
You read my mind.
Go ahead.
3,000 by the end of the week.
3,000 by Friday.
I can try. I'll do it.
Is there some type of incentive that I don't know about with the Facebook stuff?
I feel like there should be, though. That is a good point.
Your initial
what do
reaction
I get?
was like a laugh,
there's actually not. It's just my own inner gotta win.
Yeah. Well, I think Chris said,
seriously.
I don't know what would be
honestly,
cool.
it's just that more people are going to see the cool stuff we're doing.
What about like a Discover Muscatine Letterman jacket?
I should have a Letterman jacket.
Fanny packs, better.
Fanny packs.
Smaller. Start small. Fanny pack.
Yeah, because if we start with a Letterman jacket, I'm going to be buying them at Discover Muscatine
car.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like that.
Or a golf cart. I mean, look.
I'm in the market for a golf cart right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Actually, that is one of my favorite pictures from.
I love
that's a good
it.
shot.
Look at those people in that.
John Axel.
Amazing people. Tom Hendricks.
Yeah, Taco Tom, Brenda, Chris Bohr. I mean, the number of amazing things those 4 people have done for this community, you couldn't even begin to list it. And and this is something we talk about. We're kind of honored to just be the caretakers of this Muscatine stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's not our voice; it's Muscatine. It's just we're telling their stories.
It's awesome with an event like Almost Friday Fest to have people like Chris and Brenda, Chris Bohr, Brenda Christensen, that were the brain trust behind that, put it all together. And then they're just like working the whole event.
Yeah.
The whole time. I told Chris this. I got to the event. I literally got off of a golf cart, ran on stage. No script, just like they trust me, I guess, which is cool. And then went to the beer tent because there was this awesome Almost Friday Fest Contrary beer, which is amazing. I actually have a Crowler, can of it in my garage fridge. And the first thing that Sean Schrader said to me, I told Chris this, I didn't tell Ashley this. So Sean Schrader is Bayer, formerly Monsanto, is this giant place.
Yeah.
Employs a couple hundred people, if not more.
Yeah.
Right. The guy has all this responsibility. Unbelievable person. When the MCSA fireworks tent collapsed, him and his wife were here in the rain. He's manning the beer tent, and the first thing he says to me after Hi Tony is, "Man, I'm glad Pickles is okay." Yeah. I'm like, my hamster?
We are all glad that Pickles is okay.
Right. He was like, I read that, and that was hilarious. And then he told me a funny story about on a Father's Day a couple of years ago, he got a surprise puppy. And we just had this incredible moment. And I'm like, this guy is busier than I'll ever even fathom, has more responsibility than I ever care to have. And he's connected and reading a goofy column written by this guy about a hamster escaping. So it was just a really great Muscatine moment, right? Because Sean and I are both transplants. I've probably been here a year or two longer than Sean, but the guy has done a lot to immerse himself. And there's so many people like that even if you're not from the Muscatine County area, but you're here and you want to get involved, there's a lot of ways to do so.
Oh my gosh, there's so many ways to be involved in this community.
It's awesome.
And it does. It kind of just pulls you in.
Oh, yeah.
And I love this. I love this town.
You almost have to avoid it. Melissa, this is good. Melissa Anderson, Chris's better half, says cookies for Ashley.
Yay!
I'm assuming is that the incentive for the next Facebook like milestone?
I mean,
Maybe.
I still feel like I need a fanny pack full of cookies. Melissa?
There you go. Fanny pack full of cookies. Phelps, maybe you got fanny packs down there? I don't know.
Phelps totally has fanny packs. They can hook us up. I know it.
I love it. All right, we've got a lot of good ideas, and we would need a whole other hour to unpack them all. Thank you both for being here. Ashley Raymer Lovelace, Chris Anderson, Discover Muscatine newspaper, discovermuscatine.com, Discover Muscatine on social media. And if I say it one more time, the whole crew is going to show up. So I'm not gonna. It's kind of like Beetlejuice. They're all working right now. I don't want to say it again, and then they all show up. But we appreciate everybody that's been watching while they've been here, and everything that is going on in this great county of ours. It's right here or on your smartphone, right? That's what I like about it. I'm a tangible person. This is cool, and then I can shoot the column in the paper to friends and family that are out of town, so that they kind of understand what's going on. And it's nice, right? It's nice that we have quality things like this because. I have that family member that joked oh, you're on the radio in Iowa? What are you, in a barn? And for the first 5.5 years of my career, I was like, no, I'm in an old funeral home, which is the Rock and Roll Mansion in Davenport. And then the last 5 years on radio was kind of like a barn. So, but, ultimately it's nice to go, yeah, I mean, it's a small town along the river in Iowa, but look at the stuff that we're turning out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So take that, Aunt Mary. Just kidding. I love you. She's great. All right. We'll get these guys out of here. They got a lot of work to do. Check them out, and we're going to go to the Toyota Muscatine Car Cam because it is National Avocado Day. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Steve behind the wheels of steel. Thanks to our friends at Toyota Muscatine off Highway 38 here in the Pearl City. You know where they're at, right? Toyota Muscatine does a great job supporting this community as well. So today is National Avocado Day in the produce department. If you find yourself wanting a healthy fat, and that is the key ingredient to a thing like guacamole, and you make the best guacamole, or maybe it's going to be your first time making guacamole, you can find avocados in the produce department. So that's where we're going right now. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I feel like we talked longer than I talked to most people, and it felt like 5 minutes. That's the sign of a good interview. All right, so if we turn left right there, I think, is that where the avocado? No, one row further. Tony, you knew that. I know where stuff is in this store. There's Kendra and Caden. Yes, all right. So right here on the left, you're going to see some avocados. And I'm telling you what, I kind of got the secret. My friend Angela Woodhouse and Carol with Plant-Based Cooking gave me a tip last year about how to pick out the perfect avocado. And you can kind of tell if it's ready to roll. Like now, this is the thing. If you're trying to get an avocado today and some tomatoes and go home. Look at how good that looks, by the way. We almost have some cam inception here with the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam being right up there. You can see it, and the Toyota Muscatine car cam. So you pick up the avocado, and it's kind of got like the tip on it, right? And if the, I don't know if it's called the tip or the stem, maybe. If the stem feels like it's about to fall off, that's the sign that it might be ripe and ready to roll. So there you go. National Avocado Day, ladies and gentlemen. Very fitting to celebrate that today. It's also, as you can see on the screen, National Mutt Day. Good segue there. Come back to that in a second. And National Raspberry Cake Day. Excuse me. I had to clear my throat. That's very unprofessional of me. So National Mutt Day. I'm going to tell you this. I'm late to the party. And if we've got the Facebook open, Chad, and you go to my personal page, I'm embarrassed, quite frankly. I did not experience. Now, I've been to the Muscatine Dog Park, like I drove in it when it was constructed. You know what I mean? I drove in the car, but it wasn't until last night that I made the best decision that I've made in a long time, and that was from my phone. I registered my dog, Archie, who you can see in those pictures with my oldest son, Henry, and we went to the Muscatine Dog Park. That place, y'all, is ridiculous. It is so nice. There's 3 different giant sections available. So Archie, the puggle, I mean, you can kind of see he's not a big dog. He's a little sausage. I don't know how else to describe him. But he finds himself like under 30 pounds. So there's a spot for Archie, right? There's the shy, quiet dog. That is not Archie. He is not shy. Look at his curly tail. Puggles are funny looking. And I would have rather had a corgi, but it's okay. So there's the shy, quiet part of the dog park, which is cool if you got the smaller, shy, or quiet dog. Then there's like the small, medium-sized dog, and then there's the large dog side. So we let Archie, because at the time that we got down there, he was the only dog. So we took him in all 3, and he did the thing what dogs do. They sniff around, and then he had this moment where he just kind of looked, and he was like, there's no leash on me. There's Toby waving in the background. And he just started running, and he loved every minute of it. So I just want to, again, recognize, and there's a great look. Yep, thank you, Chad. That's perfect. Great look at the dog park. You can see how it's laid out. Shy, timid, quiet dog, small dog, and large dog. So Archie had that moment where he was just free, and he started running, and then he was out of breath. So Archie and I have that in common. Both of us get winded very easily. He was exhausted. So that was a lot of fun. There was another guy that showed up with a large dog. Seemed like maybe a 2-year-old black lab mix. Nice dog. So we let Archie and that dog kind of run around together. But I'm telling you, if you have a 4-legged friend, and for $15 for the year, and this is what Peggy Gordon, shout out to you, Peggy Gordon, and everybody involved for making that dog park a reality. Peggy Gordon, mentioned that there would be a fee when we were talking about getting ready for the dog park to open, because the dog park isn't something that everybody needs, right? It's because not everybody owns a dog, right? If you're a cat person, if you have cats, you have no use for a dog park. So for me, as a dog person, having a dog, $15 for a year, I'm all in. And I'm not even good at math, but it seems like if I paid for that $15 last night on July 30th, I'd be good for a calendar year. Unless we're going on a fiscal calendar, but I don't even want to think about that because that gets real nerdy. But it's just a great amenity for this town, and it's one of those things, whether you agree with me or not with what I'm going to say, it can really be a difference maker with respects to when people, get that job in Muscatine or consider moving, and they look at the amenities, the things that are available to them. If they have a dog, guess what? We have our own dog park. Like, that's really cool. So again, I'm the goofball that's late to the party, and I'm admitting it, just like I did on Facebook last night. And I was happy to share the link to people that were asking how to register their dog, and had another person ask if you have to be a resident of Muscatine, and the answer is no, you don't have to. Great picture from the ribbon cutting, of course. You can see Peggy holding the scissors, and Muscatine Mayor Diana Broderson in the shot. A lot of people that worked their tails off, pun intended, to make that dog park a reality. Thank you. I'll be here all day with the dog puns. Let me take a sip for that one. I'm going to break the internet with these puns today, everybody. So who let the dogs out? It was us, and Archie had a good time, even though my 4-year-old didn't want to get out of the car, so I had to leave the car running with the air on because he saw a, quote, dragonfly. What I did not see at the dog park was a dragonfly, and for some reason the 4-year-old is terrified of things that fly, even though I keep reminding him that you're bigger than the bugs. So shout out to Teddy Tone. All right, a couple things to mention and we'll get out of here. So the one-day sale, I come back to that. It's in the Discover Muscatine newspaper on that back page. You flip it and reverse it. Right at the bottom, it's a lot of great deals. Tomorrow, August 1st only, you can save on things like beer. If you need to save on some beer, we've got you covered. Coors Light, Miller Lite. Check that deal out. That's just a good one, y'all. I'm telling you, right? Like, I got the beer fridge in the garage. May need a couple more items in there. Gonna take advantage of it. 12-pack Miller Lite, Coors Light, $7.99 when you make a $3 meat purchase. So we got the best meat department in Muscatine. Go back to the meat department, make a $3 purchase, and you're saving on beer. How about a free bag of ice when you buy beer? You know what you need for your beer to keep it cold if you don't have a refrigerator, or as my grandma used to call it, the ice box or the ice chest, is a bag of ice. So free bag of ice on the 18-pack purchase of Budweiser or Bud Light. Pabst Blue Ribbon, PBR. You know who never says it as Pabst Blue Ribbon? Anybody that drinks it, it's PBR. $6.99 for a 12-pack. Pepsi 24-packs, $5.99. Great price tomorrow only. Freeze vodka, 1.75 liter, $9.99. Altos tequila, silver or Reposada, $14.99. Meridian wine, $3.99. And a High Nooner 4-pack, $8.49. Now, Chad, if you pinch and zoom out on that, everybody, the top part of the ad, these deals all start today. That Tex-Mex skillet or breakfast burrito, delightful, a menu favorite from back in the day. We're taking hits from the 80s, make them sound so crazy, just like P. Diddy. This is a great skillet. I took that picture, so I got to sample it last week. It was fantastic. Includes seasoned taco meat, hash browns, onions, tomatoes, green peppers, 2 eggs, and your choice of toast. Filling to say the least. But maybe you're like, I don't know about that. But you love Hy-Vee Chinese, and you want to eat with us in the Market Grill Express, all you can eat Hy-Vee Chinese, starting today till next Tuesday, $6. Okay? I wasn't going to say this. I'm going to say it. Another place in town serves a similar type of food. I saw that for one entree at their place was like $13. For $6, you can have as much Hy-Vee Chinese as you want. I also took that picture. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying it's easy to take good pictures when the Chinese food looks that good. Hy-Vee Chinese, hashtag HiChai, $6, all you can eat. Appetizers are included. You just want a plate of crab rangoon? Cool. We'll sell you a plate of crabby rangoon, as George says. And then if you're working third shift and you get off 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and you're like, man, you know what I don't want is breakfast. How about a hand-breaded tenderloin sandwich for $4 with fries or tater tots? Add a beer, add a fountain drink for $1. So for $5, you're eating a hand-breaded tenderloin that is the best tenderloin in Muscatine, period. I don't even have to say that with anything but confidence, because I know that it's good, because I watch him hand bread it with gloves on. And it's just marvelous. So that's what's going on. There's a lot of great opportunities to eat well. I mean, if you bought everything on that ad, you work third shift, you get the tenderloin and the popper beer, $5, cool. Then you come back for dinner later in the week or lunch, and you're like, I want Hy-Vee Chinese, $6. All right, cool. So now you're at $11. And then it's the weekend, and you're like, that skillet sounds pretty good, $8. So for less than $20, right? That's wild. And we're super excited to have that for you. Okay, well, that took care of a lot of it. I want to say the Market Grill app. So yesterday, I ordered my lunch from my desk on my smartphone because I am kind of a millennial, 35. 35 is kind of a millennial, sort of. I don't know what comes next, more gray hair. My demise. But anyway, so I was on my phone with the Market Grill app, linked the old credit card, and ordered from my fingertips, and it was fantastic. So another way technology can help you out if you don't like talking to people or you just want a convenient way to order food. It's a little awkward for me and my coworkers. You could just talk to us. I'm like, I know, but I got to talk the talk so I can walk the walk with all this tech. It's super cool. The updated menu is on there, Market Grill Express app, ready to go. I'm not wearing purple, Brent. I know. The salads on there look good. Look good. I did use hairspray today. I know, Grimace. I see you over there, all right? Barney. They all wearing their color-coordinated shirts except for Tony. I ain't got no purple shirt. Mike Church isn't wearing purple. He's usually not here on Wednesday either, but he's working hard right now. I think so. You better get out of here. All right. What else? Prices in the store going down. Yeah, so the red arrow. I just want to keep mentioning this. And the low price lockdown. So you look for red, the arrow. He's showing you some price declines all throughout the store. It's happening. Save money. A lot of opportunities to do so. Every single price tag in this store was changed over the last couple weeks. How do I know that? Because I did some of them. And shout out to the crew that worked their butts off doing that because it was a lot of work. There's like 142,000 items in this store. And then low price lockdown is locking in a price and throwing away the key. It's absolutely fantastic. And yes, now Lindsay Phillips is joining us. Lindsay, were your ears burning? We were talking about you because you're on the back page of the paper. Look, there's Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. Hey, Tony. Look, she's right there. So shout out to Lindsay. And how about my friend James with Computech? Shameless plug. There you go. James is a good guy. Chris and Ashley that were just on the show are watching now, which is awesome. And I'm telling you what, there were a lot of people watching at one point on Facebook. So apparently I just need to have Ashley and Chris on. And geez Louise, Ashley knows a lot of people. It's great. Okay. Last but not least, before we get to the job board, I'll mention again a piece of a technology that can save you time is the Aisles Online app. It's just 2 weeks old. A lot of people using it to buy their groceries. Again, you can shop in your socks. That's the preferred method. Church, you know, at the Mueller house, they don't even wear socks. He's using the Aisles Online app. Brian Mueller, produce manager, he is off today. He's at home. He's just got done washing his car for the 15th time today already. He's watching his garage cam on his phone. Might quack like a duck later. He's going to use the Aisles Online app to order all of those Colorado peaches. Look at that segue, Captain John. Colorado peaches just arrived, from produce to meat to seafood. Jumbo grilling shrimp, purple stuff, Sunny D. You can order it all on the Aisles Online app. It is great. And yeah, those Colorado peaches just showed up, and they look really, really good. Okay. I've said a lot. Team staffing job board, and then we're going to get out of here. I think that sounds like a good idea. So team staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard across from Happy Joe's. They're going to take care of you if you or someone you know needs a job. Reach out, call people like Jenny. This is third shift, $11 an hour, has an opportunity for a warehouse cleaner, 563-316-7635, or careers@teamssi.com. I'm getting to the point where I've talked so much, been awake since 3 a.m., like my head hurts. So that's a good sign that I need to be quiet. This is Brooke. Our friend Brooke McCullough has production labor openings, $11.55 an hour, 563-316-7636. Again, you can call, you can email, you can walk in, get a job. They'll take great care of you. They're good people at Team Staffing. And last but not least is Electromechanic. Ooh, that's kind of a schmancy title. What do you do here? I'm an electromechanic. What does it mean? I don't know. I'm sure you would know what it means. That's me playing the role of the electromechanic because I don't know what it means, but it pays $16 an hour. It's swing shifts, so you get to touch all the different shifts throughout the day. That's shift with an F. And you can call Mary for that opportunity, 563-316-7634, careers@teamssi.com. Tell you what, you don't use hairspray for a day, and people in the store, what's going on with your hair? You need a haircut. Listen, coworkers, it's all good today, minus this one long hair that I'll push back up in there. But I appreciate their concern. Very nice people. And is that Rita walking behind us right now? There's Rita right there. Okay. So thanks again to Chris Anderson and Ashley Raymer Lovelace for taking the time to be here talking about the Discover Muscatine newspaper and Discover Muscatine website. They're good people. Appreciate all that they're doing and the fact that they were here this morning and all the people that joined us on Facebook. My gosh. I mean, it was a lot of the number of people. Steak? I mean, we've had the governor of Iowa on this show. They're bringing the heat like when the governor did. That was wild. So the key, apparently, for this show are politicians and local people. So I guess that's all we need. And if we could get another chef back on here, that would be great. All this fair, all these fairs that are going on, right? Like the Mississippi Valley Fair just kicked off in Davenport last night. A lot of people from Muscatine were there, Muscatine County representing. They had their first concert with Dan and Shay, a little country music last night. I don't know who it is tonight. I feel like it's Brooks and Dunn. Is that a thing still? Are they still together? I thought one of them died. I don't know. Maybe those Montgomery Gentry. Maybe I think I'm getting my wires crossed. But the Mississippi Valley Fair is going on in Davenport. My friend Sean Loader, who I've known for a long time, is now the general manager of the Mississippi Valley Fair. He took over for Bob Fox. A lot of people will be there. I mean, thousands of folks each night for the concerts. They've got Tesla, Nickelback, Brad Paisley on Sunday. And I'll say this, you might not think of your pal Tony as a country music fan, and that's okay. I've seen Brad Paisley 4 or 5 times, and he is absolutely fantastic. And you can see everything that's going on their website. I mean, literally, they're loaded. There's the music lineup right there. Dan and Shay, Brooks and Dunn. Okay, so I was right. Jake Owen, Tesla, signs everywhere a sign. Nickelback, look at this photograph. I've seen Nickelback 3 times. And whether you have a negative opinion on Nickelback or not, they bring it, and they're super nice guys. Like a couple years ago when I was still on the radio in Davenport, they invited the media to have dinner with them in their dressing room. And you know who doesn't do that? Are rock stars. That typically doesn't happen. So that's cool, right? I've got some stories. And Brad Paisley's show is just fantastic. Like, I don't have a fun card. I don't want to be one of those people that gets on Facebook and is like, does anybody have a fun card? But, I mean, if nobody's going to use theirs on Sunday, I'd go see Brad Paisley in a heartbeat. The guy is great. He's a really good guitar player, and it's a fun show. So check that out. Get your fun cards at customer service if you want to buy one. They'll get you taken care of. There's BP in the Hizzle. We're tight. We go way back. I don't know Brad Paisley. I'd like to, though. Seems like him and Peyton Manning are friends, which is cool. All right, I've said enough. Thanks for watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust with the aisle camera, Toyota of Muscatine with the cart cam, and Team Staffing with the job board. We've covered all of our bases today. And tomorrow, for the first time on this show, excited to welcome Lieutenant Greg Bach. I haven't even met the man yet. We have communicated numerous times through social media. Lieutenant Bach and his wife are the new lieutenants at the Muscatine Salvation Army, and I like him already. Don't even know him. Haven't met him in person. I like him already. He'll be here on the show, and we look forward to chatting with Lieutenant Bach. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this Friday, and again, I've been wrong before, but I think our friend West Liberty Police Chief Kerry Kinmouth on the show. And we look forward because, again, there's a lot going on in West Liberty. They just had the Muscatine County Fair and some exciting news coming out of the West Liberty Police Department. Maybe you've seen it on the news already. We'll talk to Chief Kinmouth on Friday. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Come out and see us Wellness Wednesday, 10% off Health Market, HBC, health and beauty care items, organic produce. And don't forget, $6 all you can eat Chinese, Mike Church. Me and you, lunch is on me, buddy. Got you covered. Plate of crab rangoon. I mean, that's included. You could go up there and be like, I just want a plate of egg rolls. I want you to make a birthday cake out of egg rolls and 1 crab rangoon on top. But they won't say no. So go take... I feel like I can smell what they're cooking over there. I don't know if the rock's cooking, but I can smell what they're cooking. Thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton.
Yeah, man.
This Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.